Hi, it is Henry from Compelling Point. On today's episode we will be talking about what are psychedelics trying to show us. Psychedelics are trying to show you that the world is not black and white. As humans, we tend to subdivide things, such as good versus evil or right versus wrong. In our binary mindsets, nothing exists in a gray area. We try to make everything fit into this strict dichotomy of two opposing concepts. Psychedelics tend to show us that there are many more dimensions to the world than we can perceive with our limited perceptions. Psychedelics push us out of this dichotomous dichotomy. Psychedelics are trying to show us some deep truths about the nature of reality. These things tend to be rather difficult for humans to grasp beyond the surface level at which most people operate their lives. Psychedelics are best understood as a method of information delivery, and not so much the content itself. This is in contrast to more conventional methods such as books or lectures, where the actual words themselves tend to be the main source of information. The reason why this is the case with psychedelics lies in how our brains are wired to perceive information. When we see, hear, touch something, our brain creates internal representations of these things which it can then use as a basis for generating actions and thoughts. The problem is that these internal representations are never the same as what they represent. Now, this might seem quite obvious to you when I say it like that, but your brain doesn't make much of a distinction between its internal representations and the things they represent. Your conscious experience of the world is built entirely on top of these internal representations, and you are completely unaware that they're in fact not real. Consciousness itself is a fundamental illusion. In objective reality, there is no such thing as time, but rather only the eternal present that we perceive through our internal representations. Psychedelics are trying to show us that the human brain is a computer, and it can be hacked. The world is not as it seems. We see the physical world around us, but what we perceive are merely electrical signals running along neurons. The brain is a computer, and it accepts input in the form of sensory data. These are electrical signals representing our external reality, but they have been filtered by the brain inside your skull. Psychedelics hack the human brain, and allow the user to see reality as it is, not how their brain has filtered it. This leads many users to spiritual enlightenment. There is no objectivity in the world, everything is subjective. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. We are all really just different viewpoints from the same entity. And when I say we, I mean us, as humans. Humanity is not alone in the universe, nor are they unique. This may be obvious to some of you that already believe this to be true, but I feel it needs said anyway. Each species has its own unique ways of living and interacting with the world. A tiger does not think like a human, nor does it express itself in words or language. I am not trying to say that one humans are better than another, or that a tiger is by definition more important or special. What I'm saying is that humanity uses language and symbols in an attempt to describe the world around them. This is a good way of doing things, but it also comes with limitations. Nothing in this world can be truly understood or described by human language and symbols. This is why psychedelic drugs are so important to human society. I believe psychedelics open the mind and allow people to experience things outside of their language system. This is why psychedelics have been so important to human history. What has been your experiences with psychedelics? Thanks for supporting the show. Be sure to subscribe for more compelling points. Thank you.